Good afternoon, viewers. Welcome back to our channel. Once again, I am Raju Upadhyay from CIMAGE College, Patna, Department of IT. Today, I am going to talk about the concept of Java constructor. Viewers, you must have remembered in the last class, in the last video, I talked about the concept of constructor, right? So I'll be dealing with a concept of constructor in a brief today, as well as I'll be having a demo of how to create a constructor, how to write a program of a constructor, and how to run and execute it. Right. So as I mentioned in the last video, constructor is a special method that is used to initialize a newly created object, and it is called just after the memory is allocated for the object. That means whenever we create an object of a class, so at the time of object creation of a class, automatically first it creates object inside the memory, and that object is getting initialized with certain values to their instance variable. Right. So this is the ultimate objective. And it is not mandatory for any programmer to write a constructor for a class. But if you write a constructor for a class, it's a better idea, right? If no user-defined constructor is provided for a class, your compiler initializes member variable to its default value. Like if you have an instance variable as numeric data type, it is initialized is with the value 0. If you are having the character data type, that is set to a null character. If you have the reference variable, it is set to null. Now, before writing constructor program, we must know basic rules of the constructor. So as I mentioned, constructor is a special kind of function which is getting executed automatically, right, at the time of creation of an object. But how do I understand this is the constructor function? The method which you have written in the class, if it has the same name as the class name, then it can be treated as constructor method. And it should not return any value, not even the void, right? Normally, we write a return data type for a method. But in the case of constructor, we should not have any return data type, right? So this thing we have to take care of, right? Now, we will have a proper demo of this. So for that, I'm going to share screen with you, right? So I'm going to share my screen. So I hope now screen is visible to everyone. So I'll start writing a program which is going to demonstrate the uses of constructor. So let's say I'm going to have a small class here, and I'm giving a class name as demo, right? And obviously this class has their starting and ending block. Now within this, I'm going to create some sort of instance variable. So I'm going to create an instance variable like value 1. And I'm to have another instance variable as value 2. So these are the instance variable. Now I need to write a constructor method out here. So as I mentioned, constructor method has to be the same as class name. So my constructor method is going to be like this. Right. And within this, I need to initialize both the instance variable named as value 1 and value 2. So let us initialize value 1 with certain value, let's say 10, and value 2 with a value as 20, right? So now the constructor is ready. Now you may have some sort of a message as well in order to feel that whether the constructor got executed or not. So I wanted to write a one small statement out here. So whenever the constructor method will call that these two values, variable, instance variable will be initialized, Along with that, the message will come in front of us. So write system.out.println. Now within this, I can write some static message. I'm writing out here inside constructor. Now, so now this constructor is completed. Now I'm going to have another method in order to display the value of these constructors. So I'll be writing out here public void and method is display. And within this, we'll write the statement by which we can display the instance variables value. So what I can do is I can write out here system.out.println and then I'm going to display a message out here like value 1 colon. Then I'll concatenate with the variable called value 1. Then let me take a copy of this in order to save the time. And I can change this to value 2. And this instance variable value 1 to value 2. Right. Now, this method is completed. Now, as usual, we have to write main method to a class. So now, I'm going to write main method out here. So I'll write public static void name. And the compulsory argument is of string data type. Here I'll write str or anything, even you can write args. Within this main method, I'm going to write out here, I'm going to create an object of a class. So obviously my class name is demo. So I'll be writing out here demo. The reference variable of this demo may be t equal to new demo, right? I'm not passing any parameters, so it's going to call default constructor. And then in order to, obviously the moment this line number 18 will be executed, so automatically constructor method will get called implicitly. Now, in order to verify whether it has been executed or not, we have to call display method, which is going to display the value of value 1 and value 2. So here I can say d dot display. So this is going to invoke display method. So my program is ready. So what I'll be doing is I'm going to save this file with the name of a class file. So my class name is demo. So I'll be saving it into the appropriate folder and with the name of demo. Now we need to compile and run. So viewers, in order to compile and run, I need to go for a command prompt. So let me go to the command prompt and I'll share that screen so you'll be able to see how I'm compiling it and how I'm getting the output. So in order to go to the command prompt, so I need to click on file. Within a file, we are having option open containing folder, and within this we have CMD. So let me share this screen as well. So I'm going to share another screen to you. So I think my screen is visible to everyone. Clear. So here you can notice the file which I have saved, it is available out here, demo.java. Next to that, I need to compile it. In order to compile any Java program, we use to write Java C followed by name of the file called demo.java. This will result of, let me cross check this program. So there is a one method, one error is available out here. So let me verify the line number 19. So there was a spelling mistake in display. So I've corrected it. I've saved it. Then again, I'll be back to this and I'll compile. Now, this program got compiled successfully. So now you can notice we have got a demo.class file out here. So once we have got it, now we need to run. So in order to invoke the JVM, we are having a command Java followed by name of a class, right? The moment we'll click on this, you can notice out here, inside constructor statement which I have written inside the constructor after initializing both the instance variable. So that has come up in front of us. That means it ensures that constructor method has called up, and then later on, the value which was initialized to the instance variable, value 1 and value 2, in order to see those value, I have written a function or method called display. And within the display method, I'm invoking this value 1 as well as value 2, right? So this was the overall program as well as execution, how basically this constructor is going to work, right? So that's all for the day. So viewers, if you have understood the concept of default constructor in Java, please click on like button. If you are new to this particular channel, please click on subscribe as well as click on bell icon. So whenever if I upload any kind of video, that video notification should reach to you. If you have any sort of doubts, queries, questions related to this particular topic, so you can write it in the comment block. If I get your comment, so immediately I'll try to revert back to you. Thanks for watching this video again.